Today we're talking about Botox, Dysport, and Xeomin, and mishaps that can happen with botulinum toxin. There seems to be a lot of information, a lot of misconceptions, and I thought it would help clarify some of these since we have 10 years of experience. We're #1 in Michigan. We are #5 in the nation for this. We have lots of experience. So let's talk about different brands. Now there's different brands of botulinum toxin. There's Botox, Dysport, Xeomin. Sometimes people think one's better than the other. They're really not. They're just different brands. However, there is such a thing as black market botulinum toxin. This might be made somewhere overseas, it might be made in someone's basement. You've probably heard about a physician who he and all of his friends ended up in the hospital with respiratory distress. Why? Because he had bought this black market botulinum toxin. Now the other thing to consider is that cosmetic botulinum toxin is a different strength than the stuff that they use for, say, torticollis, which is when someone's muscle is spasming, like maybe their neck's stuck in a position where they can't move. These are high doses with a concentrated product. This is not for cosmetic use. What if you see your provider putting water in your Botox? Well, you're thinking, what is going on? I'm getting diluted product. Well, let me clear up a misconception. Botulinum comes freeze-dried, which means it's this little white powder in the bottom of a little jar. It's supposed to be reconstituted. The manufacturer tells us exactly how much liquid to put into the powder. Some providers put more liquid. Why? Because they're trying to get more Botox out of their bottle and ripping the patient off. This makes the Botox spread farther. Consequently, can paralyze an unwanted muscle. Not good. This is how you get droopy eyelids, crooked smiles, all kinds of bad things can happen.
Have any feeling in your face? Just in this one spot right here. And then from the eyebrows down, dead.
You also should consider having a provider who is licensed in medicine. Sometimes I hear of situations where a hairdresser, someone's friend's cousin is injecting Botox in someone's basement. This is dangerous. They may not understand all of the muscles of the face, and I can tell you from experience of 10 years, I see this every single week. I have to correct bad Botox from someone who doesn't know what they're doing.
Should have known this doctor was a quack. His office was in like a warehouse.
So make sure that you go to a licensed medical provider and get your treatment in a medical facility. Another thing you should consider is if your Botox is old. Now, it is recommended once the products are reconstituted, Botox, Dysport, Xeomin, that they are refrigerated and they are not kept around for very long, about 24 hours, okay? Now, if you're at a practice that has high volume, this is going to be 5-10 bottles a day that we use here. So you know that your Botox is fresh. If you go somewhere who doesn't do very much production, or maybe a hair salon, somewhere like that, they could reconstitute their Botox and then it could sit around for a week. Well, when this happens, the product could break down. So make sure your Botox is fresh by a licensed provider and reconstituted as the manufacturer recommended and is a branded product by a US distributor. If you like our video and would like some more content, make sure you subscribe below, and also make sure you follow us on Facebook, Allure Medical.